Good morning, heroes, and welcome back. We are on a Stormcaller. We made this one yesterday while playing with Devin. We got about 2 hours into play testing it. Got to level 11. Excuse me, just woke up, guys. But here's the thing, like, this thing was going so much faster than the Blood Mage. And don't get me wrong, Blood Mage is pretty powerful, pretty strong character. But it's just it was taking too long to get anything. So I was talking with Devin yesterday while we were playing, and so we decided, you know what would be really cool is to test the two main builds for the Stormbringer. I don't know why I keep calling it a Stormcaller, but it's called a Stormbringer. Same class. Yeah, so that's what we're doing. Excuse me. I'm doing the Lightning build. He's doing a Maelstrom build, so we'll check in with him at some point to see how he's doing there. I really like this Reaper's weapon. Like, that thing is wicked looking. So that's definitely a skin that he's paid for, though. Alright, so we have delivery to Silverpine Forest. That is our last quest for this area. But I was telling y'all yesterday, if you guys had seen the stream, that there were some named characters over here, and I couldn't figure out where that quest was. I found out where that quest was. So we're actually going to go do it first, and then we'll go to Silverpine Forest. Let's leave party, because if we get to level 15, I want to do Dungeon Finders. Now we've got 2 hours before I got to get ready for work. So we'll see how that rolls. Okay. So in Retail WoW, there was these guys here, and they had you go do some quests over here, but it was primarily to get you over to this area here. This whole building right here is actually brand new. Level 14 Ranger. This whole building is new. And there is a priest, or there was yesterday. Interesting. Oh, there he is. The game was just taking forever to load. He's in the ground. Got it. But he gives you 2 quests. One's to come out here and polish 12 stones. And see, the problem is it's not loading properly, because all of these should be sparkly. But we'll come back for the rest of those. We're just going to run over here, and we're going to take out the named people. But yeah, so I mean, this is a new quest that was completely added by the developers, which is pretty neat that they did that. And it looks like this person's over here doing this as well. Okay, there we go. Get our loot bot back out. And so there are 3 named dudes that we need to find. Jerome, Vara, and Jerem. And they kind of just spawn around here somewhere. One spawns over in here. One spawns out in the field. And then one spawns up over here. So, kind of just waiting for the respawns. And then we can run back over to the church and see if the stuff over there has fixed itself. There's one of the ones that we need. There. Jeez. Oh, that dude almost murdered us. Okay. Let's get this built up. Because when the other one spawns, we'll just use our Thorum spell. That's just a wandering spirit. Not who we want. They're taking down the rare that's over here. Bleeding horror, bleeding horror. Come on. There she is. Take down this wandering spirit first. Okay, about to just see how uber powerful this build really can be. So this is our hardest hitting spell. And then we can pop AoE on top of that. Boom. Okay. Is there anybody in here? Yep, there's the other guy. Oh, my spell's not ready. And there you go. Quest complete. Now let's go back and see if we've got, what is that, 5 more gravestones that we can polish at the church. Now that we've given the game plenty of time to try and load back up properly. And then we're going to grab this next because we want to get to this right here. Oh, yep, here we go. This is what it's supposed to look like when you first grab this quest, is all the gravestones are supposed to be sparkly, sparkly. There we go. And then homeboy is somewhere under the church. There he is. He wasn't doing that yesterday. It's weird. But, there we go. Quest complete. Almost hit level 12. Good way to start the day in 11 minutes of streaming, y'all. Almost leveled up. But now we're headed off to Silverpine Forest. So we've got quite the long run ahead of us. We want to come down this way. Ooh, lag today. Goodness. But we just follow this road, and it takes us right in. There is a flight guide that will take you into Silverpine, if I remember correctly. The problem with it is he skips this area. He just flies you straight to here, and I want to get the quests that are here. It's an escort quest, which makes it annoying, but it's better than nothing. But I hope everybody's having a good morning. It is, what's today? Thursday? Yeah, it's Thursday. And I get to be at work for close today. Which means I work 1 p.m. to 9 p.m. Yay! Look at all those trees you could farm if you were doing the lumber profession. Like a whole tree farm right here. Every one of those is a tree you can chop. Good timing on leveling. Okay, nothing there. And like I said, I want to grab that one. I like how he's like, you know, there's wolves in them woods. And yet he like purposely walks through where there's going to be wolves. Like, what's the point in that? And boop. Okay, and then it wants us to go that way. So, just mount up. I'm gonna wait though, because maybe there is a quest after they get done chitter chatting. Maybe. Yeesh. It was weird. He was speaking gutter speak. Alright, so no other quests there. There we go. So this finally popped back up, which is what I was hoping for. And I have a feeling that that's also a new building over here. I don't remember there being one in retail. And that's the thing, is like the developers added new stuff. Okay, I don't see a quest over here for these guys. There's a lot of the workings though. Anything lootable over here? No? Alright, don't care then. Da, 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 da. Almost to the city. Well, town, technically. Okay. Pick up that quest, then we're gonna run over here and pick up this quest. One of these is for a dungeon, as we discovered when we were doing the Stormcaller. Make this in our home. There we go, picked up all those quests. We'll go do this one, because I believe this is... this is actually a pretty good one for us to turn in, because it's level 15. I always hate doing these fly quests, because they take so long, but at the same time, they're like super simple to do. I just don't like the constant running back and forth nonsense. Like, that's what frustrates me. And yeah, I know, I complain about it every time I gotta do one of these quests, but... it's one of those things where, like, no matter how many times I do it, it's just annoying. Because it takes time. It's probably a 2-minute flight there, then you have to run to the guy, then a 2-minute flight back, and it's just... I don't know. Like, I'm okay with the quests, but can you give me a, like, portal? so that all I gotta deal with is a stupid 30-second load screen, then run to the guy, then run back to a portal and or whatever, or give me an item that lets me do it. Okay. That's plate, shield, leather, plate, axe. Can't use any of that. New shoulders, got it. Then we just run over here. And then we run back over here. There he is. And then we fly back. Oh, snap. Well, we're gonna have to fly back. Dang it. I forgot there's actually 2 quests there. Oh, I'm so special. Alright, so now we're gonna have to fly all the way back so we can actually turn in that level 15 quest. Oop. Hold on, y'all. Okay, I apologize, guys. Real quick, I gotta go do a favor for my sister, and then we will be right back. I apologize. Okay, well, that explains why it's like all the kiddos went with her this morning, so. Alright. In theory, we shouldn't have any more interruptions. As long as I don't make any more mistakes, we'll be alright. Head on down here. A colleague in Kalimdor, Apothecary Helmrim, is researching the effects of Lordaeron toxins on the beasts of Kalimdor. He would be in the valley known as Crossroads. Nope. Not doing that nonsense. Okay, so that was all we needed here. Now, just to make it faster and not have to take the stupid flight point back. There. And now, we get to go do quests. But yeah, I feel like the Stormcaller, compared to the Blood Mage, is probably the easiest class and faster spellcaster class to level. So, I really want to try and dodge as many of these guys as possible because we don't need them yet. It's asking us to do this one. Into the Definite Essence of Nightshade. So there's a farm or whatever over here. And you have to take out some people. But there's so many of these stupid. Prove your worth. These are the actual werewolves that we need. This is the last one that I need. Here we go. Now there's a quest over here called the Lost Deathstalkers. Alright, turn this one in. She wants us to take out Wolvies. And it looks like I just need one more. That's done. Now we need Grizzled Bearheart. Oh, I need 6 of those. I thought I only needed 1. I really wish I had a heal, though. Just need one more bear heart, and I'm trying to get over. There's a place over here that we need, and then there's also further up. Hey, guy. Little necromancer there. There's also a little mine shaft that's got spiders in it, and we need those for the quest that we're on as well. There we go. There's that one, and then we need to take out this person. What you're supposed to do before she spawns is take out a bunch of the stuff that's around here, but somebody's already done that part of the quest and then didn't take her out for whatever reason. There we go. Now we gotta go fight mist creepers. This is going to be the only quest we cannot do currently. And that's because it's a dungeon quest, which is perfectly fine. I mean, the only downside to this open beta is the fact that it won't let me just select a dungeon that I want to go to. Because, like, every zone has a dungeon quest that requires you to do a specific dungeon. This one just happens to need us to do... what's the name of it? I'm drawing a blank. Shadowfang Keep. But in order for us to get into Shadowfang Keep, we have to be able to random queue for it instead of being able to just specific queue for it. Not great. Throw that. Thank God we leveled. Jeez. Fort's Lightning gives us an AoE ability. This allows us to do more damage with this. Let's see, that's 13, 14, 15. So yeah, we'll go with this one first. And then at level 15, we'll grab Forked Lightning. So that when we do dungeons, we'll actually have access to an AoE spell. But see, this is our boss hitter. Okay, that's all done. And now we need to go turn all that in. Hopefully I have enough time to summon a portal and get out of here. There is an elite. I don't know if they moved him to inside the dungeon or if he still roams around out here, but he looks like an actual spider, not the little mist creepers. I believe he gives us another quest. We just need to wait a second. Yep, there we go. And then we come down here to turn in this one. Okay, there's the next quest there. Also, I won't be able to do any group quests, so any quests that require a group to do, we're going to have to say no to, which is kind of a bummer, but it is what it is. There we go. Now y'all have some sound. Yeah, Ike's not on my team. Okay. So now we have to go run way back up here, and then we can come, like, and then there's also another one back in Undercity. Let's go do the Undercity one, because we can just fly back and forth real quick. And then, when we get back, we'll run up here, turn that stuff in, see if they've got any extra quests, and then we're going to run down here, do this, turn that one in, and then we'll have a bunch to go turn in over here, and then we'll come south. Like, what I want to do is finish everything I can up here that's not a group quest, and just work my way down. Like, that's the goal. Oh, there's one that wants us to get professions. But see, it's only worth 25, so it's not even that useful. Reach level 15 and Dungeon Finder are the three that we have. And, like, professions, don't get me wrong, professions are super good to have. Like, an amazing thing to have. But, we really need to be careful. Like, for the beta, getting professions is not good. You won't have time to max it out, especially since let's see, today's the 12th. We have 3 days left of open beta before it shuts it down again. But yeah, and then hopefully after this beta they will officially announce when the server is going to go live. I really hope, because, like, my bet is the first or second week of next month. I doubt it will be the end of this month. I have a feeling it'll be the first or second week of next month. So, a recipe. Another recipe for death. Wants us to go get Briaire's journal, which is way south, way down there. At least we're not trying to go in and out of the city with the elevator. I think that's my biggest complaint with Undercity, is the fact that in order to leave the city and not do the flight point, You have to get on the elevator, and the elevators are annoying. They are, if you're not paying attention, they are deadly because you can accidentally get crushed or fall your death to it. As everyone used to joke, it is the... Oh, that's my trainer. I love his axe. Look at that thing. And who are you? You're a witch doctor. You got anything, my guy? No? But yeah, that used to be the running joke with raiders. Is any boss was doable except for one, and that was the elevator boss. In fact, for a while, Blizzard used to put up a thing every couple months or right after a new raid would come out or whatever, and it would tell you how many characters had died to the elevator. Or I'm guessing they had a stat for gravity deaths, like if your character fell a certain distance, it would kill you. But they would call it elevator deaths, and so like I'm it'd be like, total kills on this boss, 2,000 or whatever. I'm just making up numbers. But then it would be like total deaths from elevator, 88,000. It's just like... And typically what it was when you would fall your death from the elevator is you would like... You'd feel like you have enough time to get to the elevator, and right as you were about to step on, it would go. And elevators don't drop slowly. It's like, here, gone, right? And so your guy would be falling at almost the same speed as the elevator would be going down. And then everybody else would land safely, and you would just splat right at the bottom. And the problem was, too, is like you would hit the elevator, so then your character would get associated with the elevator itself. And so if somebody was trying to res you, they had to be on the elevator to res you, because if they weren't, the elevator would go back up while they're mid-casting the res, and then you'd be LOS'd, and so they couldn't res you. So it was a little irritating back then, but it is what it is. Alright. I picked the Blood Elf because that's what Devin wanted to play on here. But I built another one over on the alpha server for when this one shuts down. I'll be leveling it instead of this one. Because I was trying to keep this one close to the same level as Devin. But he's got work this morning, I think, in office. So he's not able to jump on and be on. But that's fine. But yeah, so I have one that's on the alpha server so that when this one does shut down, we can just transition over. I'm trying to keep it around the same questing area as this one without getting too far ahead or too far behind. So like when I get home from work today, I'll play that one until it catches up to whatever quest we finish here or whatever level we get to. Because once we hit 15... the other one can basically just sit still. Oh, great. Thank goodness for the amount of AoE we can do already without having to really resort to anything. I could be using this to make people make some of the enemies go away, but I just don't like fear. Ugh, there we go. That quest is now done, and now it wants us to go do Ogrel's Folly. Ooh, you have a quest? Ivar the Foul is over here inside, so you just gotta take out these. Okay. Maybe we should get cooking so I can make the stringy wolf meat. Possibly bear meat. Okay. Oh, great. There we go. Didn't realize my mouse was all the way over there. Jeez. It's like my mouse sensitivity has really ridiculous slow or really ridiculous fast. There's like, see, like look at that. And then I try and do one more and it's the exact same, and then I do another one. Okay, that's better. Alright, so that quest is now done. Yeah, there we go. That one's not crazy, but it doesn't require me to move the mouse all that much. It's like for a second there, it was like either I had to move the mouse across my entire desk to get it to go a couple inches, or I could barely move the mouse and it would ping pong back and forth. So there is a quest over this way. Remedy of the Argral. That's in that house right there. Let's do that. Of course, there's another one to fight. Saw that coming. Alright, I'll respond to his text message here in a minute. We're 17 hours away from hitting the 4K hour requirement for YouTube. Like, it's literally just around the corner, man. it's crazy. So I completed the quest. It's just, we died in the process, so now I gotta run all the way back. can't do nothing when you're a ghost. Now, what we were talking about professions a little while ago, I got a little sidetracked, I'm sorry. But as far as professions go, you know, on this one, not going to worry about it. When I do get to, or when the server does go live, yes, I will worry about professions. And for a class like this, two things you want to look out for is like if you're looking to gear your character, figure out what armor class you are and do that profession. So like my guy is cloth, so I just need tailoring, right? But you can have two professions until you get enough gold up or you buy a thing to get a third profession. So I would recommend if you're doing tailoring, which is a talent all in of itself, get like enchanting as well. The two really do complement each other quite well. Let's actually see if I have anything that needs to... Nope. Okay. And what I mean by that is, like, if I make something in tailoring and I don't need it to wear it, or it's not an upgrade for me or whatever, I can disenchant it, which gives me access to enchants. Oh, there we go. I apparently accidentally clicked pause on that. Whoops. There we go. Got it fixed. But, you know, we can, you know, enchanting is great to help with, and this says I need to go turn this in, so that's what we're going to do. I'm just following the arrow for the most part. But enchanting is a great way to couple with tailoring, because tailoring, unlike, say, blacksmithing or leatherworking, does not require a gathering resource in order to do it, right? Because as long as I'm taking out humanoids, I get linen cloth. Linen cloth, I turn into linen bolts. Linen bolts, I turn into clothing. Yeah, I might have to go buy some dyes or go buy some other stuff, but for the most part, tailoring is self-sufficient. Because it's, you know, if I need to go farm a certain type of material, I need to go find the humanoids that drop said material and just do that. So, we need to do Glutton Shackles from Moonrage Gluttons. But see, like this recipe for death, that's if we actually go into our journal, this is what I was talking about. That's a group quest, so I'm just going to abandon that. That's just go talk to two people that are inside the dungeon, but they're in two different parts of the dungeon, if I remember correctly. And then that's the actual dungeon quest, so. There we go. Oy vey. Are you gluttons? Yes, you are. We need 6 of those. Four more. Oof. Oh, it's a dark soul. There's a glutton. At a certain point, we're going to get it to where that always crits. So that when we pop that... Oh, we do need Dark Souls. Okay. We're going to do, you know, thousands of damage versus hundreds of damage. It's great. Okay. And now we just need 3 of the Dark Souls. So that's a glutton. That's a glutton. This is a Dark Soul. Get deleted. But like that first talent that we picked up, we do 1% more damage based on how full this is when we proc that. So you want to get it all the way up to 100 so that you're getting 10% more damage per hit. So there we go. That's all done. And now we get to run back to town and turn this one in. Jump. I didn't hear any of the kiddos this morning. Like, I saw them, but I think they all left when I was getting ready for the stream today. So I think I am currently home alone. Which is interesting. It's the first time in a hot minute where I've been here at the house by myself and not had a bunch of kids running around. Don't get me wrong, I think sister's kids are all pretty good for the most part. But it's summertime, so they're constantly wanting to go do things and have friends over and all that fun stuff. And it's just like, at a certain point, I kind of just want to look at them and be like, y'all need to chill out, bruh. Yeah, I'm hoping that tomorrow we'll hit our 4K hours. Last couple days, we've gotten some huge jumps in watched hours, which is great. I love it. And if that's the case, then while I'm at work tomorrow, I'm going to try and figure out what it takes to monetize videos and then just submit like every video I have for monetization and just go from there. Get deleted. Head of Grimson from Grimson the Pale. He's in the cave up over there. But yeah, because I'll submit, like, I'm not even playing. I will submit every video, all 700 and whatever. I don't care how old they are. Like, you know, I probably won't do all of them. Okay, can't sell that to a person. Why can't this be sold? Interesting. Oh, these are the items we got from those ghosts that we had to take out. Don't need that anymore. Trust no one. Okay. This one's a giant pain because we have to go through an entire cave full of these guys to get to the one guy we need. I wish we had invisibility. Okay. There we go. Get deleted. Any game or class that gives me an orbital cannon, I'm all for it. I think that's why I like the Pyromancer too, because the Pyromancer gets an orbital cannon spell. It's pretty dope. We should be able to take him out. Oh, no, okay. Take out this guy. There we go. It's our last bit of food right there. Yeah, I wish we had some form of healing. Like, that would be nice. But, unfortunately, we do not. We're gonna have to take out this guy first. Get deleted, homie. Alright, let's check something real quick. Nope, wrong one. Cook, train, Shift P, or not Shift P, just P. Basic campfire, cook. I can, okay. There we go. I need to fight this guy when he gets close enough to me. Not sure this is gonna work. Ooh. Oh, that's all we needed. Let's get out of here. That's amazing. I love it. Alright, and then we're running to the docks. Look at that. I didn't think Thorm was going to do that much damage to him, to be honest. I thought we would, get him down to, a quarter life left, and then I'd actually have to fight all three of them, but to be able to drop him instantly like that, whew, that was so good. I think out of the two specs that Devin and I are running, oh, we hit level 14? We did. And I didn't even notice. Uh-oh. Let's throw that. Let's throw this. There you go, all done. Loot this just because we can. Okay. Now we get to head back to town. Short little jaunt. And look at that. That farm right there is bonus XP. So if you're in that farm area, you get 150% more XP. Now here's the thing. That sounds great. But if you're the only one over there, absolutely just eliminate everything. Just keep going until that hotspot goes away, right? But if there's you and like 4 other people, 2 other people doing that hotspot area, you're going to be waiting for so long for the respawns that it is no longer beneficial. So we wanted to pick up critical strike chance and haste, or dealing damage with crackle. Now reduces the cast time of your next call lightning by 15% for 10 seconds, stacking 2 times. And we use crackle. So you could get a 30% reduction in how long it takes to throw this by using this twice. We'll eventually pick that up, but it's whatever. This is that spell that Devin was using yesterday. Depletes 50 static, blast an enemy for 130 frost storm damage, and reducing their healing received by 50% for 8 seconds. The cool thing is it pierces immunity and invulnerability effects, so it's good for like PvP as well. This thing just blasts, and it's based on how much static there is, so I feel like we do more damage with ours than he does. Now, I'm sure he could buff that skill, just like we can buff ours. Maybe, maybe not. Okay, I believe the engraved ring, this... let's see here. So this is now a group quest. So we're going to abandon that one. And Brill. So we just gotta go back to Brill. Okay. And then let's pop this. Look at that. Call the Wind, Exhale, and Mystic Thunder. Oh, Exhale's broke. It also apparently is... It's not a real spell anymore, I don't think. Because look at it. It says it takes 55,576 mana. It's instant cast with a 40-second cooldown. And then it doesn't have what it does. So I don't think Exhale is a skill anymore. It is under Stormbringer, though. So maybe it's just glitched and we'll get it eventually. Alright, so this is a buff for us. Interrupts, so we can put that there. And it says we already got it, but it doesn't do anything because we'll never have enough mana for that. 55,000 mana? Like, Jesus. Alright, so we don't want his quest, because that was that group quest. But see, for 30 minutes, we get 10 mana per second, so that's pretty dope, too. So now it wants us to come down here and take all these guys out and then come back up here. Okay, got 40 minutes. I just got to keep an eye on the time, because unfortunately, until I can start making enough to do this full time, I do have another job I have to pay attention to. Okay. Boop, boop. I have made a bear angry. We are needing to do the Dalaran Protectors. These guys. Get deleted. I think I'm going to make a macro where I shout that every time I use the Arm of Thorum. It's where it's just like, by the power of Thorum, get deleted. Let's go backslash macro. Just for giggles, it's gonna be under shield data, shield names. Okay, yeah, that can just stay over there. We're gonna go new. Those are all of the old school skills, I think. Those are mounts. Meh. We'll just grab that. And then this will be called how do they spell this spell? Thorum. Hit OK. We want to go show tooltip Arm of Thorum backslash shout by the power of Thorum get deleted. Then we want backslash cast Arm of Thorum. Right? Am I missing something? Backslash pound. Oh, okay, so that's what I'm missing. Okay. Does it do the shout part? Yes. Does it cast it though? Yes, it does. Oh, that's great. That's too good. Oh, somebody's over here just deleting these guys too. Oh, this one actually has some health to him. Oh. Yes. Thanks, buddy. That's so good. I love it. I know it's dorky, and I know people are going to get irritated with it, but come on. Getting to shot. Ah, yes. And we're almost level 15, man. I love this. We won't be able to do dungeons in this run, but we will unlock the ability to do dungeons. This is great. Do we have the quest to take it? No, we don't. Okay, so now we're gonna mount up. Oh, that's great. Da, 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 da. Oh, it wants us to go back to town and turn us in. Alright. I thought it was going to make us come over to the area over there and do that. There is a quest that is on this island that requires you to do some stuff on the island as well. Bring the books of spells of shadow and incantations from the nether to Veramulus in Undercity. No thanks. Murr. Oh, here we go. Almost level 15, man. That is dope. And at level 15, we're gonna pick up Forked Lightning. If we hit 15 and I have enough time, I will queue for a dungeon. I just don't think we're gonna get a dungeon done. Wrought Hide Ichor. So now it wants us to go across the water. I like how we have a level 22 quest. And we're not even level 15. Like, that should tell you. We're not wearing bind on account gear. Like, look, no heirloom gear whatsoever, right? Level 14, and we're clearing level 15, 16, 17 is what we're working on right now. So, I mean, we're doing things that are several levels ahead of us. And yeah, we're having to stop to eat and heal up, but I mean, if this class had a actual heal, like a healing spell, bruh, it'd be so done. Time to swim. It's crazy how much difference there is for the undead versus every other class for swimming. Because, like, we got 10 minutes of breath time, which is an incredibly long time to be underwater. Like, I'm not saying that that's a measly amount of air. But the undead get, like, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, something like that. I think 30. at one point. They may still have 30. But it's like ridiculous longer than everybody else. And I still think that the undead should have infinite because they're undead. They shouldn't need to breathe. That's just me. Okay, here we go. Oh, great. Okay. Pop this. Let's make more food, because we're out of food. We're about to level. I had hoped that one of those guys was going to ding us, but nope. We weren't that lucky. That did, though. A talking head. Sure, we're gonna hold on to that. Put that food down there. That's a quest item. That's a quest item. Do we have anything that's good? No. That spirit doesn't help us. Intellect, that's way better. Yeah, let's grab that. Grab that. But I lose the 10 intellect over there. It still says, though, that, well, 13 or 7, yeah. Let's look at... Alright, right here. So 18, 18, and 11. And I dropped down to 15, 15, and I'm still at 11 there. So, nope. Re-equip all that. We just need to get a one-handed weapon that has, what you call it on it. So, see, there's a quest right there. Alright. Get deleted. Before I forget, grab that. And we will try to queue for a dungeon. Because we've got 30 minutes left. Okay, heal up. It's not the greatest food ever, but actually I'll do that there. Jeez. It's like 1,000 messages going out from work. There are so many of those guys. Come on, brute. There we go. And see, you want to do this fast enough to where stuff doesn't respawn right on top of you. But see how, like, those guys are starting to respawn, so we want to try and hurry. There we go. Okay. Come sit right here. Let's eat up. This is the tricky part, because we actually need to go upstairs and then come back a little bit in order to get to where we need to go for this quest. Now, there's two simple ways to do it. We could literally just run up there, let them take us out, and then we run back as a corpse. What's our average wait time right now? None. But we've been in queue for 4 minutes. Invigorating Surge. That is a heal. We now have a heal. Okay, good. Come on. Okay, he walks around that way. Oh, you're level 8? Really? Or 18? Don't miss. Dang it. No, no. Okay. We're just running it. Because these guys are all level 18. Yeah, all those dudes are level 18, man. And we do not have the hit rating. Like, look at this. Our hit rating is terrible. 6 out of 19. That's because we're wearing, like, low-level stuff. We haven't really gotten, like, level 7. Oh. Level 15, level 12, level 9, level 15, level 13, level 8. Yeah, level 2, these pants. Ugh. So. Yeah. We may have to do this run a couple of times, not gonna lie. Just because of where that shelf is. And it's gonna be one of those things where I'm gonna have to turn it in while taking damage, I think. And then just res back in town once we've completed the quest. Great. We're gonna have to get our body. I'm waiting on that other person. Yep, except travel to dungeon. Oh, somebody's got... There's a couple I did not grab. Oh, come here. I can tell you this, if I don't have that when the server goes live, that is going to be one of the first things I purchase. Dang it. I'm trying to turn it in because a lot of people they'll be doing it while we're questing, but then when everybody else wants to turn it in, they don't wait. See? Like, stop! Boring. See? That's what I'm talking about. They all left, even though there's still another half of a freaking dungeon left to do. And so now I've got quests I can't turn in. And I don't have the stupid head thingy. For whatever reason. Like, I know I own it. Let me deliver that again. Okay. So, yeah. That's a huge upgrade. We'll do that. It's not what I want. But now I have to go in here and go find the stockades and just abandon all these quests because they didn't want to do all the quests. And the guy that had the thing to turn in all the quests wouldn't let us turn them in, so. But we almost hit level 16 for that. And now we gotta run again. Okay. No, that one says to turn it in. Nope, I want to go finish this last quest. I keep forgetting I have this ability too, called Cloud Ride. It allows me to blip forward 15 yards, which is good. I could try to use Storm Alert too, if I have 1.5 seconds. But I want to wait until I get to where the quest is, and then pop that. But yeah, we're going to definitely have to do this run back a couple times. I want to finish this, and then we'll turn them all in. Or turn in what we can, quest-wise, which is only going to be, I think, 2 quests. Yeah, we'll have this one and that one. And then we'll have to call it. We'll definitely hit level 16 before the end of this. So not bad. We gained 5 whole levels today because we started at 11. We're now at, or will be at 16 before we end this stream. But yeah, I mean, like I said earlier today, guys, we're 17 hours away from hitting the 4K mark. We are, I want to say 6 subs away from 8,000. So if you guys are watching and you're not subbed to the channel, I would really appreciate it. I'd love to hit the 8K mark before we get to the end of the month. So please, please, please help me with that. That would be awesome as well. But yeah, I mean, channel is doing fantastic. We're so close to hitting several goals. I absolutely love it. You guys are the absolute best. Okay. I want to see if I can actually get to the quest before I have to res. because it's on this side. So yeah, check this out. I can get right here. Let's eat real quick. Then I just gotta take out that guy and the guy that's in there, and then we can do the quest. And then we can hearth out because our hearth is ready. Okay. Okay, take the wand to one of the from past years. Take the wand to Undercity. So yeah, there we go. And then we are going to hearth out. And then we'll turn in the one over there, and then we'll fly to Undercity and turn that one in, and that means we are definitely hitting 16. Bam, there's 16 right there. Rawhide Origins. You will find within the Magic Quarter of Undercity. So we've got 2 quests to go turn in there. I don't think he has a... no, he wants us to go to... Locate Burn Paramount and kill 6 Ravenclaw Draugrs and 6 Ravenclaw Guardians. Then return to Shadow Priest. Is that a group quest? No, but it is a level 21 quest. Jeez! That's what happens when you clear a whole bunch of stuff. Now we gotta go over there, and then we've also got this over here. Because that's the Weaver's quest. There's that. Like... This game's got a lot of faith in us, man. A lot of faith. Oh, but let's turn these in. Then we'll call it, because we're not going to have enough time to go run down there and do all that. But yeah. So, I mean, whew. So we did pick up the Blessing, got that. So the next one we could get is your critical strikes with Crackle and Forked Lightning make your next electrocute within 10 seconds usable regardless of target's health. That's this skill here. We could also come over here, dealing damage with Crackle now reduces. I like that. Invigorating Winds. Envelop an ally in Invigorated Winds, granting them immunity to silence and interrupt effects, dramatically reducing their threat and reducing all damage they take by 20 seconds for 8 seconds. Threat reduction does not apply to tanks. So we could put it on a tank. It will reduce their damage by 20% for 8 seconds. And then make them immune to a bunch of stuff. We could go that route there. We could do this here. This is casting on an ally. Infuse the ally with lightning for 12 seconds. Regenerates 1% of their maximum mana every 1 second. While active, damage dealt now deals an additional 38 nature damage up to 5 enemies. We can actually put that on ourselves every 1 minute. That's pretty good. I like this one. Reduces the thing by 5 seconds. So it makes... Oh no, it's Eye of the Storm. This one. Conjure Storm makes it a 15-second cooldown. If we wanted to go that way. And you know what? I think I am going to go that way. Because that's a really good AoE skill. So we just fall down here. Let's mount up. I'm going to put the mount over here. And we need to go to the Mage Quarter. You can see how many quests are here, too. Like, if you are okay with running in and out of Undercity and going all over Azeroth, trying to freaking get quests completed, by all means, come do every quest here in Undercity. I super dislike doing Undercity because I hate running in and out of it. What quest was that? Yeah, show me on the map where the heck okay, that's going back there. Okay. So, we'll just use our portal. Because we're going to need to be out there anyway. So we'll be pretty good there. Boom. Boom. Go turn this into you. And then he wants us to run down here. I mean, I'll take all these little quick, easy ones. We just don't have time to go do a big one right now. Assault on Finner's Island. So, see, now it wants us to go back out there. And that is a level... That's a group quest. Again, we're not doing group quests. Sadly. But that tells you why all that stuff out there is level 18. Because you're supposed to be out there with multiple people. If Devin had been on today, we may have been able to do some of these group quests. But since he wasn't, definitely not going to be able to. But I will let him know that we are pretty much done with Silverpine Forest for the most part. So he can work on this when he gets home or has free time today. So, as you can see, we've completed all of this northern stuff. We've done one dungeon. We're level 16 now, so he can play catch-up with us if he wants to continue playing this character with us. We will be doing this character for the next 2 days, 3 days, something like that. Saturday, guys, I'm going to be honest, maybe iffy on whether or not I stream, simply because my mom's supposed to be in town, plus I have work that day, so I may hang out with her in the morning, depending on what time she shows up. If she's not going to be here till I have to be ready to go to work anyway, then we'll still stream, and then, you know, I'll say hi before I run to work. But it just depends on how the day goes. But yeah, other than that, guys, I will catch you in the next one. Again, thank you for everyone's help getting us to these milestones. We've hit several big ones. Like I said, we've got 17 hours left before we're at the 4,000 hour mark. Which is a huge milestone for YouTube. We're at almost 8,000 subscribers, which again, another big, huge milestone for YouTube there. So I really appreciate everybody's hard work. I appreciate everybody's support. And I hope you guys are having a blessed and wonderful Thursday. And we will catch you guys in tomorrow's episode, where we will continue on with the Stormcaller. Peace out, everybody.